There's so many different areas to make money than before that a lot of people are taking different chances. They're not just doing what our parents did or what Rob did, which is just putting money in an IRA and waiting until 3 or 4 decades down the line for them to retire, right? Someone who just did not have good PR, Zay Nicole, we had a get off my lawn moment, all right? BlackRock President Rob Kapito had some comments in the news recently. He stated that for the first time, this generation is going to go into a store and not be able to get what they want. And he also said that we have a very entitled generation that has never had to sacrifice. Kapito framed his comments in terms of the impact of inflation, including product shortages that we have going on as well. For those who don't remember, consumer prices have soared 7.9% in the past 12 months through February. And this also comes off of, his comments also come off the heels of a Fidelity report that stated that younger people are just not really feeling saving right now. They want to wait till things get better before they start saving for retirement. I think these comments are a little bit off base. One, I do agree with him on the inflation portion, right? We haven't seen inflation like this in 4 decades. 1980 was the last time we've seen inflation this high, right? And so that's obviously, that makes sense. But we do, on the other side of things, I don't think young people are not, saving or they're not sacrificing. I think they're doing things a little bit differently.
Millennials aren't entitled. They're anxious, like so anxious. 60% are constantly stressed about finances, according to KeyBank. And they also just have a different set of priorities and more tools in their hands thanks to a lot of fintech innovations. We can build wealth in other ways outside what our parents told us, which is just save and don't spend any money. That advice is so old school. Let's also put into context that he said this amid the largest intergenerational wealth transfer in history, which is happening right now, passing about $30 trillion in inheritance or wealth from baby boomers to millennials. So, and guess what? 70% of those millennials say that they would fire their parents' financial advisors, and that's according to Cerulli. So I'm just saying, BlackRock might be feeling a little bit of the pressure there to capture this audience, and his wording choice not doing the best for that. But it's tough because I think that there's a lot of also pressure on kind of newer companies out there to help put those tools like we talked about into the hands of millennials so that they can manage their wealth and do all of the things without having to, work in an old school way like with a financial advisor. But there are also only 10% of financial advisors are under the age of 35. So there's not a lot out there that are able to cater to us specifically or understand our needs. So we'll see how it goes. But that word choice, for lack of a better word, sucked. And it doesn't sound great coming out of his mouth.
Exactly, Nicole. I wonder if it's the pessimism comes from a standpoint of people just doing things differently. I think that if any young person takes out an investment calculator and looks at how they can compound their wealth, by investing and saving over 1, 2, 3 decades, they're doing that. But they also know that there's so many different areas to make money than before that a lot of people are taking different chances, right? They're doing things that are more speculative. They're trying things out a different way. They're into crypto. They're not just doing what our parents did or what Rob did, which is just putting money in an IRA and waiting until 3 or 4, years, decades down the line for them to retire, right? Everyone's doing something super differently right now. And I just think that's where the disconnect comes from, but I don't think young people are out of touch at all.
Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We'll see you tomorrow.